One of the reasons that the government and the powers that be are freaking out that students at elite Ivy League universities like Columbia University, Harvard University, USC, and university campuses all over the country is that these kids are supposed to be the next level of elites, right? The next leaders of the world, the next CEOs, the next heads of state, the next governors and senators and presidents. But if those kids are conscientious and those kids care about other people and those kids stand up against what is wrong and stand up for liberation and peace and community care, that's with the system, because the system doesn't work as it's designed to work if those kids care about other people.
Yes, before you say anything, I would like you to take a look at these.
Can I please go to class?
We're going this way.
You
guys have closed the entrance. We are UCLA students. I have my ID right here. I'm being blocked off, not by the security guard, but by you two. You three. Oh, look, they're making their burger while I'm going this way. Excuse me. This is what they do. Everybody, look at this. Look at this. I'm a UCLA student. I deserve to go here. We pay tuition. This is our school. And they're not letting me walk in. My class is over there. I want to use that entrance. Why can't they go? Will you let me go in? This could be over in a second. Just let me and my friends go in to class.
We're not engaging with that.
Then you can move. Will you move?
We're not engaging with that.
Okay, we're going. We're going. I'm going in. I have my hands up. I'm not hurting them. I'm not hurting them. That's what they do. That's what they do, everybody. You guys are promoting aggression. You guys are promoting hate. We're UCLA students. We deserve to be there. Let's go.
Yes, Dave Robin replying to this video, this is what he wrote. Imagine if a black kid was being denied entering into UNILA by a white student. We would all know his name. The NBA seasons will be cancelled, city will be burning, and the Dementia Man will have sent in the National Guard. That is what is going on. Another person wrote, Chaliki, Colombia says that student who refused to despair from their prohibited encampment will be suspended, but the protesters have called their bluff and refused. Even faculties are linking arms and attempting to blockade authorities from their encampment. Years and years of weakness have brought university to this point. Protesters sees administrators as weak and think their threats are empty. If Colombia wanted this problem to go away, the answer is simple. Have the protesters arrested for trespassing, prosecute them, expel them, and never look back. That is someone, contributing to what is going on. These protests are everywhere. I've seen universities now rising up. You saw days ago, even this happened at Google head office. They had to fire a number of people, bringing this up, but it is concerning. If you are not subscribed to this channel, please endeavor to do that. It will do you no harm if you share out this video.
You have to be pretty dumb to think that the way to bring people around to your point of view is to make them late to pick up their kids from daycare. And that's what most normies are thinking. I have a kid. I have a job, and yes, I'm sure there are injustices on both sides in the Middle East, as there are injustices all over the world, but I'm going to be late for work, something you protesters on the bridge seem to have the luxury of not having to worry about, which seems kind of privilegey.
Yes, I've seen a lot of people I follow on social media. They are even confused. They don't know what to actually report pertaining to these demonstrations going on in campuses. Trump recently made it clear that these demonstrations should stop in campuses. If I was president, this would not happen at all. He said a lot of things. I don't want to go deep into that. This is Maher.
My message to the students inside the encampment is go back to class and stop the nonsense. Stop wasting your parents' money, Congressman Lawler says. I think that's right. We met briefly with the president and her the top officials right before we came out on the steps here. We encouraged her to take immediate action and stamp this out. And our feeling is that they have not acted to restore order on the campus. This is dangerous. They have shouted racial epithets. They have screamed at those who bear the Star of David. Enjoy your free speech. It does not matter who shouts in our faces. We're going to do what is right by America. We respect free speech. We respect diversity of ideas. But there is a way to do that in a lawful manner, and that's not what this is.
Those kids care about other people. If those kids turn into adults that view what the system is as broken and needs fixing. You see, the government as it's designed puts students into buckets, right? The poor kids that can't go to school, they can't afford to go to college, so they go into the military and become soldiers. The middle income kids who need subsidized student loans that are going to get trapped into repaying student loans for the rest of their lives. The rich kids whose parents can subsidize it and they'll probably go on to be like the worker bees. And then the elite kids, the rich kids whose parents are buying wings at Yale, those kids go on to be senators and governors. And the government is used to identifying all of those kids in their specific buckets. But when those buckets get all jumbled up and the kids that are supposed to become the next president of the United States, whose parents are buying a library at their institution, when that kid bucks the system, they're shitting their pants. This is all designed to work in a specific way. In 1970, Roger Freeman, who was working under Ronald Reagan, who was running for re-election for governor in California, said this: "We are in danger of producing an educated proletariat. That's dynamite."
Yeah, it started gradually like this. It might escalate to something else in the days ahead. Imagine they have instructed some of these people, like, if you have been caught, standing on the road or doing these demonstrations, you'll be suspended. They don't care. The number is increasing.
I've seen that clip. It's crazy.
Crazy.
It's crazy.
When you watch it today, they were right. Because of this thing that's going on right now. Well, actually, I think this thing that's going on right now couldn't be going on right now without the influence of the internet.
Right.
The internet has created this mind virus that's sweeping through college campuses and also the universities and the Marxist philosophies that they've been pushing in universities because of they've all been in.
Yes, Mike Johnson, on the other hand, said what continued to transpire at Columbia is an utter disgrace. The campus is being overrun by anti-Semite students and faculties alike. There must be consequences. President Shah must resign. Okay, that is at Columbia University. This video comprises of different clips in different universities, so you can see exactly what is going on. The View had a segment today, and Whoopi Goldberg and Sonny Austin have this to say. Whoopi Goldberg, who took a Jewish-sounding name when she got into show business, claimed the anti-Semitism at the Pro-Ham rally is overblown. She calls the report clickbait and accuses news outlets without evidence of recycling images of different gatherings for others.
I haven't said anything. I'm sorry. I do have to do this. It is one of the great rights as an American to stand up and say something's wrong. Mm-hmm. Regardless of what your color is, if you're a woman, man, doesn't matter. And we must teach our people how to be on the lookout. Part of our problem is the media takes what is the best clickbait. So you see the same posters or you see the same people, but you don't see the folks who are doing peaceful stuff and saying, here's what we want to do.